Hi, DeMarcus. How's it going?
Going good. How you doing?
Good. So last week asked you about Jeremiah Farms and his story coming into the NFL, and this week he comes up with a fumble recovery. What have you seen from him in terms of his going from hey, this guy's making plays on the practice field to hey, this guy's making plays in games?
Yes, I mean when you look at Farms, he earned the right to play based off his play, his production in practice. Gives first starting off as a practice squad player, giving us a look on show teams, and and it was consistent every week, and it's been consistent and still consistent every week. So which gives him the opportunity to earn the right to play in the game. And when you look at his snaps, based off of the amount of snaps he plays and the production he has, I would say he probably averaged a tackle every game with the small amount of snaps that he gets. So again, just for him, this he's a high effort guy, so it doesn't surprise me for him to be around the football.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Next question, Evan Lazar.
Hey, DeMarcus, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing well. I just wanted to ask you about Keon and where you've seen, him kind of grow. I thought he had a pretty good game on Sunday night, and I was just curious, where the biggest strides you feel like he's made.
Again, for Keon, I think the more snaps he's seen over the course of the season, he's able to play faster with better awareness. He's getting better with his fundamentals and technique. He's an aggressive player that plays, with an aggressive mentality, which we like about him. He's a high effort guy. So for him, just continue to, learn the game, study his opponent. He's really smart in the classroom and apply those fundamentals and technique and awareness and his knowledge to the game. It will allow him to continue to have success on the field.
Thank you.
Next question, Doug Kyde.
Hey, DeMarcus, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. How you doing?
Doing all right. Gerard Mayo was just talking about Christian Barmore and said that he's seen him mature this season, do some of the little things off the field. I'm curious if you agree with that assessment and how you've seen Christian Barmore mature this season.
Yeah, so for Barmore, I think obviously this is year 3 for him with me working with him. And I think for all of us, we try to grow, myself, you, hopefully, all of us in this building, just us as human beings, we try to grow in every aspect of our life, whether it's, spiritually, whether it's, in our work, our profession, at home, in our marriage, whether it's our kids, I think we try to grow in some type of way. And that's what he's been doing. Every year he's been getting better. Growing on the field, off the field. I'm proud of the way he's worked. I talked about it last week, that consistency, for him. And that's what he's been doing. He's been doing a good job and it started, this offseason with him working, rehabbing, doing a lot of things to get his body right, the classroom, and really taking those things and taking it to the grass.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question, Chris Ryan.
Hey, DeMarcus, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Just on thank you. On the Bills offense, obviously their productivity has been really good over the last couple of weeks against high quality teams over the last 4 weeks. What have you seen from them, and maybe what's changed, if anything, since you guys last saw them?
Yeah, I think it runs through, Josh Allen, his ability to, throw the football and his ability to extend plays and run the ball. Just a good player, a playmaker for him. So it all starts with him. And they've done a really good job with the running back Cook, too. He's done a good job of running the ball downhill, hard to tackle, physical runner, and does a good job of making the defense cover every edge. So, those 2 players with them, and then obviously you got in the passing game with Diggs and Gabriel having to defend those guys in the passing game. So they have good weapons, for Josh Allen, whether it's in the pass game with those 2 receivers and then also in the running game with Cook. So they've done a good job of really controlling the line of scrimmage, holding up for for those guys, and just really scoring points.
Has Josh Allen been running the ball more, either whether it's a scramble or on an option play call? Has it been more than since the new offensive coordinator has been put in?
Yeah, so he has. I mean, especially since we played him, has been running the ball more, and that's a good part of his game. That he brings the element where he has the ability to hand it off to Cook, and get yards, gain yards, and then he has the ability to throw the ball, has the ability to scramble, and then have the ability to just keep it on any running play or pass play. So they make you do a good job of knowing your run fits, doing a good job at being accounted for him on every single play. So, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question, Alex Barth.
Hey, DeMarcus, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. How you doing?
Good. Just kind of going back a little bit, you obviously were involved at the Senior Bowl last year. With that coming up again, I'm just wondering, if a prospect were to go to you and ask for advice on how to make the most of that week, what would you tell them?
So that's really your first opportunity into a NFL system, whether you're on offense or defense. And so for those guys, it's the ability to take what the coaches are telling you in a short amount of time, because you really don't get that much time to meet, time to work on fundamentals and technique. And it's really about applying in the classroom what you learn in the classroom and taking it to the grass, and doing that to the best of your ability. And at the same time, just showing what you can do on the field and not overthinking a lot of things. That's the reason why you made it to the Senior Bowl, first of all. So taking what you can do, your skills, and what you can provide for another team, and showing them out there on the practice field. I think that's one of the biggest things is in that Senior Bowl is the practice reps, the one-on-ones, the team reps, those type of deals, and then in the game, they're able to confirm those things that you did in practice in the game. That's the biggest takeaway I can give any of those guys going forward.
Thank you.
No problem.
And two more questions here, starting with Mike Giardi.
Hey, DeMarcus.
What's going on? How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing good.
I'm curious. You were talking about, all of us trying to grow, whether, it's personal relationships as a coach, whatever, man. How have you seen Gerard grow as a coach and as a leader in your time with him?
Yeah, so Gerard coming in, obviously being a former leader and captain of the football team, and then stepping away from the game, and now stepping into coaching. And me and him work, very close together, especially those first couple of years when outside linebackers, inside linebackers, doing that stuff like that. And I've seen him being able to really, take a player and speak life into him. And then whether it's because I believe there's power in the tongue, so you can speak life or death into a player, and is able to speak life into a player and have that player, up his game. So I think he does have the ability to do that with our players, and and that goes a long way, I would say, in coaching or leadership and in general. The power of the tongue. To me, that's what I think about. The growth and the leadership of Gerard.
When you say speak life into, how do you mean that? Do you mean like just the positivity and the ability to coach?
Yeah, what they can do, what they, because I think it's the ability to tell a person and show them something that they might not believe, or something they might not believe themselves, or they might be struggling with, or telling them, whether it's telling them the truth or how you use your words. So I think how you use your words is also a part of speaking life into a person, or the power of the tongue. How to correct or instruct. That's what I believe that means.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the answer.
Yep.
And final question, Taylor Kyles.
Hi, Coach. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you. I was wondering if you could talk about the value of Dietrich Wise and Lawrence Guy in your scheme. I feel like those are two guys who are really integral in what you do up front that don't really get a lot of attention from the outside.
When I think of those two dudes, I think about the core foundation of the leaders. Those two players and myself all came in 7 years ago. And when you look at the front, that's the foundation. When you look at the foundation, like how is it built? Is it built on sand? Is it built on solid foundation? Is it built on rock? And I think they're the foundation of the surface within that front. Because they've been there the longest, and they provide leadership for that front. So with those two, I think they set the standard. They have set the foundation of that room, and the foundation is solid, and they provide good leadership that the world might not see, or other people outside the locker room don't see, but they do that on a daily basis, not month to month. I think it's talking about being daily leadership, daily by the way they practice, by the way they show up as men on and off the field. Their positive attitude daily, not just when we were, winning Super Bowls or, playoff runs, but going from that when we first started here 7 years ago, us three, for those to now this season, the same consistency. So that's what I would say for those guys.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you.